known to different people by different names. For example, my mom calls me Kanna and my dad calls me Cheka. Similarly, the one God is known to different people by different names. Krishna, Govinda, Vishnu, Hari, Jesus, Allah, and Messiah are all addressing the same one person, God. God in Sanskrit is known as Krishna, meaning the all-attractive one. There is a famous phrase, there are no atheists on a sinking ship, meaning that at extreme times of danger, people will believe in or hope for a higher power. This is a natural instinct to call out for help at such a time. Among the bona fide religions around the world, the power of God's names are well known. It is commonly seen that Hindus, Muslims, and Christians chant the holy names of the Lord on prayer beads. Why do people chant the names of God? Is there any benefit from that? Are they all wasting their time? No, they are doing it for a purpose. First of all, they know the reason for doing it. They know the power of the names of God. Actually, this is the reason why our forefathers named their children in the names of God. By calling out the names of their children, one unknowingly calls out the names of God and is benefited. Even if one chants jokingly or for musical entertainment, one is freed from sinful reactions. At the last moments of his life, a person named Ajamil called out for his son Narayan. Narayan is another name for God, and by chanting his name, he was benefited. The names of God and God himself are non-different. By chanting the names of God, our heart is cleansed, just like the dust on the mirror is cleansed by wiping. The Brihad Naradiya Purana states, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nameva Kevalam, Kalo Nastiva, Nastiva, Nastiva Katuryansa. In this age of quarrel and hypocrisy, the only means of deliverance is by chanting the holy names of the Lord. There is no other way, there is no other way, there is no other way. Unfortunately, a person with jaundice tastes sugar candy as very bitter, but sugar candy is the only cure for jaundice. Therefore, this Hare Krishna movement propagates the chanting of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. A speedy recovery of spiritual health is possible only by the regular cultivation of Krishna consciousness by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Here's a nice quote by George Harrison about the glories of the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. The response that comes from chanting is a form of bliss that is much higher than any happiness found here in this material world. That's why I say the more you do it, the more you don't want to stop, because it feels so nice and peaceful. Songs of the material world are boring and monotonous, but chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is an ever-increasingly refreshing experience. You can make a gesture yourself. Try chanting a word or a phrase, even for 5 minutes. Let's say Coca-Cola. Try chanting Coca-Cola for 5 minutes. If you chant Coca-Cola over and over again for 5 minutes, it becomes practically unbearable. But the sound of Krishna's names are transcendental, and as one chants, he wants to chant more and more. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much.
So my second mic is gone, but I'm gonna fix it. So, Girish, that was fantastic. How about one more time for Girish? Part of the challenge of Krishna Kathamritam is not only to prepare a speech for a crowd like this, but to prepare yourself for a question. And the kids don't know the question ahead of time, which makes it even harder. But we're going to give them a try. Ready, Girish? So you spoke about the power of God's names, and you did a wonderful job. Maybe you can answer this question. If I was wondering, why don't people chant the names of God even more? Why don't they do that? Do you have any answers to that?
Because they think that it's boring. and it doesn't have any effect on them.
Okay, that makes sense to me, yeah.
I'll ask one more. You were talking a little bit earlier about an example. You were saying that at home you're called different names, and you're relating this to the power of God's name. I'm not sure I fully understood. Can you explain that analogy again, or that example again more for me?
Krishna's names are unlimited, so I was describing them.
So what's the example you're giving?
At home I'm called my mom, at home I'm called Kanna, and my dad called me.
Okay. Okay. He satisfied my questions, so how about...
One more time for 11-year-old Girish.